Nishmas Etta Kelim Perik Aleph Mishnah Ches. So we're speaking about the Eser Kedushas, 10 places of Kedusha, which we said really is 11 that are counted. The first one is Eretz Yisrael. The next one in Mishnah Zion was Iyar Mukefes Choyma, and our Mishnah lists many more. Lefnim min HaChoyma, inside the Choymas Yerushalayim, Mekudesh Mehem was more Kaddish, Oichen Sham Kachim Kalim U'Maiser Sheni. You're allowed to eat Kachim Kalim U'Maiser Sheni within the Choymas Yerushalayim and not outside that. The Rash speaks out that there are a lot of other halachas that have to do with the Choymas Yerushalayim. He brings them, Ayin Sham, but this is the one that the Mishnah counts. Har Habayis Mekudesh Mimenu. The next level is the Har Habayis. Shein Zav and the Zav is nidus v'yoldus nichnasim l'sham. A Zav or a Zava, a Nida or Yeledes are not allowed to go into that area. Hachel Mekudesh Mimenu is more chamer than that. Shein Ovdi Kucham v'tamei meis nichnasim l'sham. Stepping back into the Har Habayis, a Goy and a Tamei Meis are allowed to go, but with inside the Chel area, they are not allowed to go. The Rash speaks out that that's the Rabbanan. Ezes nashim mekudeshes mimenu she'in tfil yoyim nichnasim l'sham ve'in chayavan aleh chatas. In the Ezes nashim is more mekudesh that even its tfil yoyim is not allowed to go there. And the Rash over here speaks out that this is the Rabbanan. This was one of the Rayis that Tezishanim brought as well, that the Eser Mailas, the Eser Kedushas over here are not all Daraisa, because this is only a Din Darabanan, Kimavur, Mekaimis, a member from Rabbi Yechanan. One of them is in Yevama Zayin and Beis that says, Dvar Torah Afilu Eser Ein Bo, Shenemar V'yami Yeshafa B'kal Yud V'nei Chatzer Chadasha, and we darshan, it was a Chatzer Chadasha, Shechitshu B'ay Dvarim, Ba'amru, and they're Mechadish over there, that's Tfil Yoyim Al Yikonis Memachan Elaviyah. So that's when this Gezerah was said. And the Rash speaks out that it's even a Tfil Yoim of a Zav is allowed to go into the Machan Leviyah, which he says is a Machlekes, whether, because there's a Mandamar in Zvachim, Yitzayin Abayz, that says even a Mechuser Kippurim of a Zav, that a Zav after he's Toivel, and even after Harav Shemesh, but he didn't bring his carbon yet, there is a Shita that holds that he's just like a Zav. And if he would have the halacha like a Zav, we said he wouldn't be allowed to go into the Har Habayis. But our Mishnah holds that even a Tfil Yoim of a Zav, it's not Mechalik, so even a Tfil Yoim of a Zav does not have the halacha of a Zav, and he could go into the Har Habayis, but he cannot go into the Ezes Nashim. But Ein Chayav Alei Chatas, you're not going to be Chayav Chatas, as the Rash explains, because you're only Chayav Chatas on some place where you're going to be Chayav Karas, as opposed to the next line in the Mishnah, that's a higher place, a higher Darga was the Ezes Yisrael, Mikudeshes Mimenu She'im Mechusik Kippurim Nichnasim L'Sham, and even a Mechusik Kippurim is not allowed to go there. So if you were Toivel and you just didn't bring your carbon, you're not allowed to go there, and you're going to be Chayiv Aleh Chatas, because that is a place that you will be Chayiv a Karis if you go there B'tumah. Mishnah continues, Ezes HaKoyanim Mekudeshes Mimenu, the Ezes HaKoyanim is further closer, getting closer to Kodesh HaKadoshim. All these places, the exact areas we spoke about in Mishnah is Midas. She'ein Yisrael nichnasim l'sham ela b'shas tzarchayim l'smicha l'shchita l'tnufa, that even Yisrael is not allowed to go to that area except when he had to go there for, the Mishnah gives examples, to do smicha, to shecht shchitas ksher bizar, or to do tenufa. Mishnah tes beino ulam lemizbeach mikudish mimenu she'ein bali mumin uprei roish nichnasim l'sham. Between the ulam and the mizbeach, someone who's a Baal Mum or didn't take a haircut is not allowed to go there. Meaning he didn't take a haircut for 30 days. The Rash brings the Gemara in Sanhedrin, Chav Beis and Beis, that learns this out, that Purei Roish are not allowed to go there. The next most chashiv place is HaHeichel, Mekudish Mimenu, She'ein Nichnas L'Sham, Shaloi, Richutz Yadayim V'Reglayim. Anyone who goes into the Heichel has to wash their hands with the Iyar, Mekadesh Yadayim V'Reglayim from the Iyar. Kodesh Kadashim Mikudesh Mimenu She'ein Nichnas L'Sham El Kodesh B'Yom Kippurim B'Shas Avoda. So that which we said that Ulam L'Mizbeach is not as Kodesh at the Heichel, that you're allowed to go Bein Ulam L'Mizbeach without Richutz Yadayim V'Reglayim. Amar Rabbi Yosi argues and says B'chamisha Dvarim Bein Ulam L'Mizbeach Shava L'Heichel, that the place between the Ulam L'Mizbeach had the same Kedusha as that of the Heichel, And according to him, this taka one less, there's only 10, the number 10 comes out good. She'ein bali mumim u'purei roish v'shriyayim sh'lerichitz yadayim v'raglayim nichnosas l'sham. They're not allowed to go even bein ulam mizbeach if you didn't do richitz yadayim v'raglayim. U'porshim bein ulam mizbeach b'shas haktorah. You're also not allowed to be, no koyanim are allowed to be in that area in front of the mizbeach. B'shas, the koyin did the haktorah. The Gemara in Yuma Daf Mebdalad Amar Aleph brings this Mishnah and says, Omer Abalozer Leishonol b'shas haktorah dehechel. We're referring the haktorah that was done twice a day, in the morning and at night. Aval b'shas haktorah delifnai v'lifnim, but the haktorah that was done by the koyin gadol on Yom Kippurim in the kodesh kadashim. So then, mehechel parshi. At that point, the other koyinim can't be in the hechel, but by bein ulam u'mizbeach. Loi parsha, they are allowed to be in the area between the ulam and mizbeach. Now the Mishnah makes no mention of the ulam itself. It speaks about bein ulam and mizbeach, and the next area is the heichal. What about the ulam itself? So also in the Gemara in Yuma Mem Daled Amud Beis, Rava says over there that kedushas ulam v'heichal chada milsahi. Just two interesting notes. One negea this Mishnah bizman hazeh, the Mishabura Paskins in Siman Tov Kuf Samach Aleph. Sif Katan Hey, B'Shem the Magen Avram, that Hanichnes Ata L'Mokem Migdash, Chayiv Kores, Shukuloni Tmei Mesim, even Bizman Hazeh, since we're all Tmei Mesim, anyone who goes into the Mokem Migdash is Chayiv Kores, V'Kedusha Rishayna, Kitsha L'Shaita, V'Kitsha L'Asadave. This is maybe a lengthy discussion amongst Rishaynim, but the Mishabura's Psak, Halacha L'Maisa, is that if you go into the Mokem Migdash, you're Chayiv Kores, Bizman Hazeh. Another interesting halacha negeya this whole parak is that the Rambam has a hakdama to say the Tyrus, and in the Simin Chavav in the beginning he says that, I'll just read a little bit. V'usheroi loch im retzisali is zar is umar el yidiyas hatumas v'havanas. You want to understand Maseches Tyrus, so he says that you should know this perek sheteda tchila al peh. You should know it bal peh. Kol ma'aseh ekdamnu b'zois hapsicha me'akdamis u'moshan zeh perek harisha mekelim v'loshin biura avona tova ma'oid at shiyu mushananam al l'shayncha bilti shetetztarech liyagia. You should know it so well without, by rote it should come to you. Kishatirta l'zerchem v'lo yaspelcha l'kriya v'havor alav. It's not good enough just to read it once. V'afilu karasa isa elef pa'amim. Even if you read it 1,000 times, v'lo yisedu al peh. Bilti masbegach, then it's not good enough unless you know it bal peh. He says, ad shei rogel b'l'shayncha k'moi kriyashma. It should be so rogel to you, the halachas in this parak and his hakdama over there in the Rambam, which is a hakdama to say the Tyrus. The first parak in Maseches Kelim is really doesn't relate to actual tumas of Kelim, but it's hakdama to all say the Tyrus. And he says that it should be known well to you like kriyashma.